What's up, everybody? My name is Micah. I'm back at it again. Happy 2020 or Happy New Year. I am starting my YouTube channel this year. Um, I wanted to start off by saying hello, and I hope you all enjoy what I'm about to do for this year. It's gonna be hectic. Um, for today's YouTube, I want to start off by rating something, or a couple things. So the first thing, I know it is about to be back to school and everything else for preschoolers, kindergarten, middle school, high school, college, all that. I want to read something. So when you guys do go back to school, you kind of have more info about it. So I'm going to talk about bullying because I think bullying is a huge deal right now. Me, my friends, other friends, everybody is getting bullied to this day still. And what a bully wants is to feed off your energy. Which I know you do not want to be bullied, but it is part of life. My mom can tell you, my dad can tell you, anybody can tell you it is part of life. So I'm gonna read something about bullying or a couple things, and I hope you like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's get right to it. So what is a bully? A bully is a person that wants to abuse another person, whether it is to hurt them or to cause them bodily harm, which what they mean by bodily harm is cutting or punching or hitting or anything that causes physical. They don't need a reason. The victim is usually afraid to tell anyone because of the repercussions. Repercussions is recurring situations. Recurring is like over and over and over and over and over again, which we know that is the case. Kids can become bullies at a very early age. Sometimes they are raised with big sister or brother that train them to be hurtful, and to bully others. That is true in some cases, but not all the cases. Children that do not have good supervision also may become either a target of someone being bullied or they may become a bully themselves. What they mean by being and having a good supervision is, let's say your parents aren't there for you, or your grandparents, or your grandma, grandpa, or whoever it may be. Bullying is becoming a worldwide problem. Parents and family can help by training them up and teaching them the right from wrong, just like old school. Which, what that is that parents teach what is good to do, what is bad to do, what not to do, what to do, all that. Awareness is the best offense against bullying. Children need to see reality in a way that bullies comes from in all shapes and forms. They need to be educated. It could be cyberbullying, gang bullying, or bullying for being fat or different race. The list goes on. Children must know that there's help out there for them. What they mean by getting bullied for gang bullying, bullying for being fat, different race, all that, is being different. Being different skin tone, being different gender, different sexuality, being in the gang, being bullied online, via Facebook, via Snapchat, via Instagram, via Twitter, whatever it may be that is online. Even phones, that can be a cyberbully because it is someone who is hiding behind something and talking crap about someone. Children and young adults need to learn not to be bullies. The consequences could cost someone their very life. That is true. Someone who is being bullied, they don't understand what it is causing the other person that is the victim. I have been bullied for a long time myself, so I can relate to that. I know a couple people that have been getting bullied and they actually took their own life. So, I know bullying is hard not to do or not to get offended by, but it just is part of life, like I said previously. So, you can either tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your anybody, basically. And if things don't change, then you can go to the cops, aka the authorities. You can go to the principal. You can go to the superintendent. You can go to the school board, whatever you want. Another thing that I'm gonna read is facts about bullying, which I think this is kind of great to know, but here goes. Bullying, and between 1 in 4 and 1 in 3 U.S. students say that have been bullied at school. Many fewer have been cyberbullied. Most bullying happens in middle school. The most common places and types of verbal and social bullying, like again, cyberbullying is social media, text messages, phone calls, all that. Bullying affects the youth includes those who are bullied, those who bully others, and those who see bullying going on. Some effects may last into adulthood. That is very true, because I can also say that sometimes, even this day, I get bullied, but I created tough skin, and I am happy. I just ignore those haters. Just hate. 28% of the U.S. students in grades 6 through 12, so 6th through senior year of high school, experience bullying. 20% of students in grade 9 to 12, freshman to senior, experience bullying. Approximately 30% of young people admit to bully others in surveys. 70.6% of youth say they've seen bullying in their schools, which I have previously, and I stood up for them because I would want somebody to stand up for me if I'm getting bullied. I bet you guys would too, correct? 70.4% of school staffs have seen bullying. 62% witnessed bullying 2 or more times in the last month, and 41% witnessed bullying once a week or more. When bystanders intervene, bullying stops within 10 seconds, 57% of the time. Which, what intervene is, I don't know if you guys know or not, but intervene is get in the middle of it. Which, I myself intervened a couple people and all that. When bystander, I don't know, 9% of students in grades 6 through 12 experience cyberbullying. 15% of high school students, which that is freshman, junior, senior, high, and all that. Grades 9 through 12. Like I said, freshman, junior, senior, sophomore, were electronically bullied in the past year, which electronically bullied is phone, computer, tablet, iPod, whatever. However, 55.2% of the LGBTQ students experience cyberbullying. In one large study, about 49% of the children in grades 4 through 12, so just little babies about 6 to 18, 19, whatever, reported being bullied by other students at least once during the past month. Whereas 30.8% reported bullying others during that time. Defining frequent involvement in the bullying as occurring 2 or more times within the past month, 40.6% of students reported some type of frequent involvement in bullying. Frequent involvement in bullying is either getting bullied or being bullied or intervening with bullying. With 23.2% being the youth frequently bullied, 8% being youth who frequently bullied others, and 9.4% playing both roles frequently. The most common types of bullying are verbal and social. Physical bullying also. Physical bullying happens less often. Cyberbullying happens the least frequent. So what they're saying there is cyberbullying does not happen that much, probably like 5%. Physical bullying doesn't really occur, but it does occur more than cyberbullying. It is more social and verbal. According to one large study, the following percentage in middle school students had experienced these various types of bullying. Name calling, which it is 44.2% people say that they got name called. 43.3% said that they were being teased. 36.3% of students saying that they were being spread rumors or lies about them. 32.4% saying that they got pushed or shoved. 29.2% saying that they got hit, slapped, or kicked. 28.5% saying that they got left out of games, movies, whatever it could be. 27.4% said that they were being threatened. 27.3% said that they got their belongings stolen. 23.7% said that they got sexual comments or gestures. 9.9% said that they got emailed or blogging about whatever. Most bullying takes place outside of school ground, takes place in school, outside on school grounds, and on the school bus. So pretty much all the time at school or anything that to do with school. But otherwise out of school does not happen that much. Bullying also happens whenever kids gather in a community, but not that much. And of course, cyberbullying occurs on cell phones and online, like I mentioned a couple times already. According to one large study, the following percentages of the middle school students had experienced bullying in the various places. 29.3% said classroom, 29% said hallway or lockers, 23.4% said cafeteria, 19.5% said PE or gym class, 12.2% said bathroom, 6.2% said playground or recess. Which I know some high schoolers don't have recess or go outside. It's class to class to class to lunch to class and then home. Which they're talking about like middle schoolers, elementary, kindergarten, all that. Only about 20 to 30% of students who are bullied notify adults about the bullying. Which the only reason that they do that is because they wanted to take care of it, but the only reason that more people don't tell is because they're afraid of what's going to happen next. The relationship between bullying and suicide is complex. Many media reports oversimplify the relationship, insinuating or directly stating that bullying can cause suicide. The facts tell a different story. In particular, it is not accurate or potentially dangerous to present bullying as a cause or reason for suicide, or to suggest that suicide is a natural response to bullying. We recommend media not to use the word bullycide. Bullycide is being bullied and suicide mixed. Research indicates that persistent bullying can lead to or worsen feelings of isolation, rejection, exclusion, and despair, as well as depression, anxiety, which can contribute to suicidal behavior. I got bullied for 10, 12 plus years, something like that. I have anxiety and depression, so it ain't nothing new. So I think that is 100% true fact. The vast majority of young people who are bullied do not become suicidal. I was not suicidal. So that is also a true statement. Most young people die by suicide have multi-risk factors. Multi-risk factors is ADHD, ADD, bipolar, ODD, ADD, all that combined into one, plus getting bullied on top of that. So that is multi-risk factor. Some youth, such as the LGBTQ youth, are at increased risk for suicide attempts even when bullying is not a factor. That is true. A recent CDC publication PDF provides more information on the relationship between bullying and suicide. Bullying can affect any young person, but there are characteristics and circumstances to put certain youth people at risk. Read more about the risk factors. You can go to the PDF or CDC publication. Suicide, and special note about LGBTQ youth research shows that LGBTQ youth are at a heightened risk for being the target of bullying. And this is an important story angle. However, media should balance coverage with information about the many factors of bullying and the wide range of youth involved. While recent news stories have tended to focus on making connections between anti-LGBTQ bullying and suicide, media should be careful not to oversimplify any correlation between the two. Being bullied does not by itself explain the additional risk for suicide. That is true. There are no federal laws for anti-bullying, and there are no federal anti-bullying law. Although 49 states have anti-bullying legislation, bullying is not illegal. So, bullying is legal, but I wouldn't recommend it. In particular, when a youth dies by suicide, it is misleading to cover a story as a crime, rather consider covering it as a public health issue. When bullying is also harassment, it does break federal law. So bullying and harassment breaks the federal law. So that kind of correspond with each other. So all I want to say for whoever is watching is please don't bully. Please stand up to whoever. Even if you're afraid, just stand up. It will be good to stand up, be a bystander if you see bullying, anything like that. So just do me a favor, please stand up, please tell someone, please intervene, please ignore the haters. They're just trying to get under your skin because they want to feed the energy off from you. Because that makes them powerful. And so, let's say this is the bully, and they talk shit, you go down. But if you stand up, talk to them, whatever, you go like that. So the bully feels powerless when you stand up. So again, please stand up, behave, don't bully, and please tell someone. And I will let you guys go. I will be posting another video, I don't know about what yet, on Friday or Saturday, one of those two, either Friday or Saturday of January 1st and January of 2020. So again, Happy New Year, enjoy, I love you guys, peace.